Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. Thanks so much for being here. And again, welcome new subscribers. Hope everybody's doing well. Well, today, guys, I'm going to list ways to scare your narcissist. Yes, how to scare your narcissist, how to confuse them, how to make them wonder about you. Because basically, they don't, correct? It's all about them and what they're doing and the surprises they give, all the terror they induce in you. Well, this is a way to get them a little afraid, get them a little scared of you. Now, it's not being vindictive at all, it's really self-protection. And the narcissist really thinks you're predictable, right? I mean, honest people are predictable. They have nothing to hide. So usually they're an open book, especially if they're in a relationship with someone or they've known the severe narcissist very well for some time. You know, the empath has really nothing to hide. So it's all about the narcissist and the mysteries that they conjure up, their daily confusion, their mysterious trips, their, missing in action times, their MIA times where you don't know what the heck they're doing or where they're at. They don't divulge much. I'm sure you know that. And usually the empath really has nothing to hide, so they're an open book. So it's about time that you, the target or empath, confuses the narcissist, right? And I'll show you ways to do that. Well, first of all, empaths have a lot of love in their heart. They give a lot of attention to the narcissist. It's all about the narcissist. So if you withhold your attention and your love from the narcissist, and you take your focus and put it on yourself or somebody else or something else. I don't mean another relationship, but if you're going out with your girlfriends or a guy buddy that's a platonic friend, or you're concentrating on your work and you just don't have time for the narcissist, well, that's a surprise to them, right? That's going to throw them for a loop. They're not going to expect that. They're going to expect you to jump when they say jump and be available 24/7 for them. So if you withhold your attention, and you don't give them that on-call behavior of always being available and concentrating on them, and you focus on something else, and you're no longer paying attention to them, and you no longer fear losing them, or you seem like you no longer fear losing them, they're going to lose their supply. They're not going to be the center of attention for you. They're not going to get all of that attention and love and adoration from you all the time that keeps them going and energizes them. So that'll throw them for a loop, and they will get kind of afraid of you and what's going on. Like I said, you want them to wonder about you for once, not what they're doing. Another one is, try to act confident even when you're not. Hold your head high. Be direct. Act like it's no big deal if they're ignoring you, or they're off, or they don't call you or text you. If they're going MIA on you, act like it's no big deal. Throw them for a loop. Act strong and confident, like you really don't care. You have places to go and people to see and things to do, and a calling from God, to fulfill. So if you display strength and confidence, they'll wonder what the heck happened. They're used to you after their abuse, crying, upset, or raging because, they've been so abusive, they just spark that reaction from you, which is completely natural. If somebody's being abused, you're going to retaliate, finally, if you have an ounce of energy left in you. Some people don't, and they're just beaten down, and they really can't react anymore. But if you retaliate, that's completely normal. They bring people to the point of insanity with their abuse and their gaslighting and their lies and the projection and false accusations. So they're going to expect that from you. And what if you don't give that to them? What if you just act like you're confident and you don't need that in your life and you have things to do? They're going to wonder what hit them, guys. They like weakening their victims. They like emotionally weakening their victims. They like knocking your self-esteem. So if they interact with you and all of a sudden you have this newfound confidence and strength, they're going to wonder what happened. They're going to wonder why their abuse isn't working, their demonic strategy to destroy you, why that isn't continuing, and why that isn't working. They're going to feel weak themselves because that's how they get their power, by destroying someone else's life and by turning them into a blithering, crying ball of weakness. That's their specialty. So the key is to not give in to that. Hold your head high. Know who you are in the kingdom. Display strength. Display confidence around the narcissist. They're going to wonder what happened. It's going to drive them crazy. They're going to think, what has happened to this person that all of a sudden they're acting strong and confident and, it's not the same person. They're going to get afraid because they don't know why. And you want to keep that mystery. Let them wonder. Don't tell them what you're doing, obviously. Just let them wonder. Also, another way to have them fear you and turn the tables on them is to just ignore their attempts to love bomb you again, to hoover you again. Really act indifferent, like you don't care. It's kind of like going no contact, only you're in their presence. So it hurts 10 times worse to them. It gives them great narcissistic injury if you don't care and they're not getting that reaction from you, and you're basically ignoring them and not thinking that they're the center of your universe and that everything revolves around them. See what happens. It'll spark some wondering and confusion in them. Also, enforce your boundaries, guys. We know narcissists can't stand boundaries, and it's a way to protect yourself. So again, these aren't ways of being vindictive. These are ways of coping and protecting yourself. It's kind of like giving the narcissist a taste of their own medicine, only it's not really hurting anybody. You're just simply protecting yourselves. And unfortunately, with these severe malignant narcissists or narcopaths, you really have to kind of play out a role for a while to survive. You're in survival mode. You're in a battle against the adversary. And sometimes you have to use strategies that may seem, like an acting job, but it is. You're going to have to pretend that the narcissist didn't dish out the abuse that they did for a while, because that will just diffuse a lot of the narcissist's, intentions and their arrogance, their ego, that thinks that they can control you and weaken you and destroy you and take away every ounce of confidence. So this is a way to confuse them. If you're displaying confidence, if you're displaying strength, if you're not focusing on them, if you're not shriveling up in a ball and, staying in bed all day depressed, they're not going to like that. They want to see you depressed. They want to see you weak. They want to see you lose hope. That's how they get their energy. We're dealing with principalities, guys. We're not dealing with human beings. And unfortunately, that's their drug of choice, is really sucking the life out of people and destroying their lives. As we said with my Energized Evil video, when they destroy other human beings and destroy their spirit, their confidence, their self-esteem, their lives, many times wipe them out financially, all of the above, it really energizes them. They do better than ever after that. They're king of the mountain, They'll get a, like I said, an Employee of the Year award down in the pits of hell from Lucifer for being a great soldier of Satan on earth. That's what their reward's going to be, unfortunately. So don't feel bad about it. It's your way of coping and, keeping yourself alive and functioning and not allowing the narcissist to take advantage of you and abuse you. So another thing, as I said, is what I mentioned before was the establishing your boundaries and keeping your boundaries. Don't let those down. If you keep your boundaries, they're going to wonder what happened, because usually they knock down the boundaries. They're persistent. They will keep at you, keep abusing you until you say okay and you forget your boundaries. But I'm telling you, if you enforce your boundaries and do not waver, the narcissist is going to get so frustrated and so confused, they're going to wonder where you got this newfound strength. They're going to wonder who this new strong person who knows what they want and respects themselves is. So keep those boundaries, guys, whatever they are. Don't let up. Respect yourself, and the narcissist will wonder what the heck is going on. Let them be confused going to sleep for once. You know, why is it always the target? Let them have some confusion, right? Another one is to learn to say no, guys. So many times empaths and targets are such good-hearted people. We don't like to say no. We try to help whoever. We give in. You know, somebody's persistent, and we know narcissists. Oh my gosh, I've known female narcissists like this and male narcissists like this. They don't stop until you sign on the dotted line. They'll call you 10 times. You know, can you give me a ride here? Can you do this for me? Can you go over here with me? Oh, come on. They'll twist your arm because it benefits them. And they won't let up until you say yes. Remember, stick to your guns, say no. Also, their arrogance, guys. The arrogance of the narcissist is something to behold. You know, if they think that they're some hot stuff person, or they're giving themselves accolades or bragging about stuff that is false, because we know that's what they do. Many times they say they went to schools they never attended. And, you know, they're so full of themselves and they expect everybody to believe everything they say. So if you have actual evidence, you know, as to why their arrogant lies are ridiculous and false, and you don't put them up on a pedestal believing everything they say, they're going to get scared. They're going to think, oh, wow, you know, they're on to me now. What do I do? Can't weasel out of this one. It backs them into a corner. So guys, we have to implement consequences for the narcissist. The reason they commit all these heinous, abusive things, you know, time and time again, is because people don't hold them accountable, and because there's no consequences, guys. So think of a consequence. Let there be consequences when they injure you. And, you know, it should be just plain no contact ever again. But if your narcissist has done things time and time again and you keep taking them back and there's absolutely no consequences involved, believe me, they'll just do worse. They will do worse. And the narcissist has to get what they want. So if they don't get what they want as a consequence of their abuse, you know, they're very transactional. Relationships to a narcissist are transactional. You know, you give them this, and then they can give that, if they give anything at all. But they don't see it as a relationship or out of love or kindness or empathy or compassion. They see things as a way to get what they want. And so sometimes they have to do tasks for the target, or chores for the target, or things that the target wants, because that's the only way they'll get what they want. That's the only reason why they do anything that's a task or action that may be seen as a kind act. It's because they know they have to do that to get what they want. So all of these things will make the narcissist question what's going on. And it's a way for you to regain control, you know, from the lack of control that you feel when you're with a narcissist. They have all the control, right? So it's not being vindictive. It's not retaliating. It's a way to protect yourself. And it's a way to, you know, really keep yourself safe and regain control in the relationship, and not set yourself up for abuse time and time again. When the narcissist sees you as a weak person, a person who can't say no, a person without confidence, a person who can be controlled, they just do worse and worse actions. It doesn't stop. There's no consequences. So remember the consequences. Remember to regain control. It all helps in protecting you and letting the narcissist know clearly that you know who they are. So I hope this was helpful, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know if you've tried any of these strategies and if they work. And if anybody wants one-on-one Christian guidance, please email me at angelhavenministry@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to email you back on how to do that. And if anyone needs prayer, please put your prayer request in the comments below, and I'll add you to the daily prayer list. And know I pray for all of you. And thanks so much, everybody. Make sure you follow on Facebook, Twitter, and Rumble. And also on TikTok, guys. I started a TikTok page, and I have very few followers. I really don't know how to maneuver TikTok. I'm trying to do some short videos, and it's going to take a while here because my videos are landscape style, you know. And TikTok is kind of up and down. Instagram's up and down. So, yeah, I'm trying to do that now, aside from my regular work, and find the time to do that. But if you guys can join on TikTok, that's great, and make sure you share anything I post there as well as the other platforms, and that all helps to help the channel to grow. So thanks so much, everybody. I really appreciate and love each and every one of you, and God bless.